I'm sure if you've been around anybody that knows anything about dog training, they're going to tell you how important it is to be consistent with your timing. Timing is critical when we're going to mark a behavior with our dog. A friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, and someone that's a way better dog trainer than myself, Michael Ellis, uses the analogy of a dog, when we mark a behavior, of a dog taking a photograph, a mental photograph of exactly what it was doing at the moment in time that you marked a behavior. So why is that so important? Here's an example on training the sit. And I've seen this so many times in dog sports, where people ask their dog to sit and they squat. They'll just lower their butt down, but the butt's not on the ground. I can't tell you how many national championships that I've been in where I've seen dogs that are supposed to sit out of motion and they're walking down the field and the handler says sit and he squats. They lose points for that. They lose a lot of points. I've seen where they've lost championships because their dog squatted. So the point is, your timing has to be critical. When you ask your dog to sit, you don't mark the behavior until his butt is touching the ground. If you start to mark the behavior, and I'll give you an example again of using Rosie. She's so small, she's got long hair, it's hard to tell when her butt is on the ground. Sometimes I have to have a second person stand off to the side and they give me I'm looking at the person and not Rosie, and they give me the nod, and then I mark the behavior and make her move to release her. Because if I mark her when she's just going down, she learns, oh, that's all I got to do to get that food. I just got to squat a little bit. So think about that. The timing has to be perfect. And it's the other side of the mark too. What about this? Timing is so important that when people start, they make the mistake of marking behavior 2 or 3 seconds after the dog performs the behavior. Think about that in terms of the snapshot analogy. What's a dog doing 2 seconds after you wanted him to do what you asked him to do? He could be getting up and moving. He could be looking over here. The dog, if the high value food reward is good enough, and it takes that photographic snapshot in its mind when you mark it, it's thinking you want this, when in fact you wanted him to sit. And that's why I say that marker training is simple, but it's not easy. So think about timing and how critical it is.